If your boss keeps asking, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this, you'll just keep working harder and harder and harder. So it's up to the individual, I think, to find that life balance, you know.
I've built a life here, but I'm not sure if I truly belong. Will Singapore always see me as an outsider, and will my children be okay growing up here? I just recently moved, and so how I navigate through is really finding the support system available, maybe through my colleagues as a start, and then eventually joining networking events or actually just going out, working out, running, joining workout classes and finding friends to make. So you sort of find the people that you can get along with that gives you that sense of home away from home, and that helps a lot.
Being here mainly for work, how do you create that work-life balance, draw boundaries between life and work? Quite an interesting question. When I first came here in '95, I was obviously much younger. Everything was about the work, and I think Singapore is a very driven place. You know, it's everybody is eager to improve. I think it's key to recognize that, first of all, I'm a guest in somebody else's country. I think that's the most important fact, to respect the culture, learn about the culture. Work-life balance is always very difficult. As a single person, when I first came here, it's all about work. It's work, 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 you know. So work-life balance is, I would say, is very unbalanced at that point. But the older I got and as I moved up in my career, I realized that, you know, trying to find that balance is very hard. But it's up to the individual to draw those boundaries. If your boss keeps asking, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this, you'll just keep working harder and harder and harder. So it's up to the individual, I think, to find that life balance, you know. I ended up marrying a Singaporean, so that was my work-life balance. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Being here mainly for work, how do you create that work-life balance / draw boundaries between life and work? I'm not working, but I'm a PR student here. For school, I study. For my social life, I basically just hang out with my friends, stuff like that. I can differentiate between the two because I know when it's time for work and when it's time for life. I don't mix the two because I don't want to be tired. I'm a PR here. I'm not a Singaporean here. It's kind of different for me because before I went for international school, I'm actually in a public school for primary and secondary school. It's kind of different because like everywhere I see is gonna be Singaporeans. I've only met like a few people who are like me, and sometimes they even change to be a Singaporean. In my country, everywhere is like very dirty. It's very dirty. I'm like glad this is clean, and I'm glad people are like kind and friendly, I guess. Once you get to know the people here, they're actually pretty nice. You just need to know which is good and which is bad. That's it, really. And everywhere you go, there's always going to be bad people. So basically just find those good people, because I believe you are what you attract people. Alright, I'm done.